Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name's Brandon King and I'm a reseller. I'm here in my workshop looking over some of the stuff that I've sold over the past month, and let's get into it. Alright, here we go. We got this Everpure water filtration system. This is the pre-filter for the whole system. I found this when I bought a storage unit. I went through their all the stuff in the unit, and I was throwing some stuff away that wasn't valuable to me and was too damaged to use. And I ended up finding these in the garbage wrapped in plastic. Looked into the dumpster and there was two of these and a couple other little pieces. Posted these on eBay and well, they sold for $50 and paid $10 shipping. So found these at a thrift store. These are strength training shoes for your calves, so you can increase your vertical jump. I had one of these when I was in high school for basketball, and yeah, they sold for $47. I think I took a best offer on these for, I think it was $39. Looked up the comps on them, and they had actually sold for even less than that. So I was satisfied with the $39. Took that. They paid $8.75 for shipping. All right, these Paracord bracelets. This is like a full kit that I found in a storage unit. Ended up getting these. I ended up getting that storage unit. I think it was only for $30, and that was a very profitable storage unit. I got this along with a bunch of other items that I've already sold, and some items I still have to sell. This whole kit was, it took up a lot of space, so it was a decent sized box. As you can see, I paid $15.20. Well, they paid $15.20 for shipping. I ended up going a little bit over. I underestimated the shipping on this. Ended up going out of pocket on it. Obviously, as you can tell, it was kind of a. I ended up posting this a while back, so as you can tell, I have the. Just the bad background. Nothing. It's unattractive. But they still sold. Yeah. Alright, these Hanes repair manuals. I bought about 15 or 20 of these. No, sorry. Got these in a storage unit, actually. First storage unit I got, I overpaid a little bit. I think I paid like $350 for the whole storage unit. I've made my money back on the storage unit. These repair manuals are still sitting around. I had about like 20 or so of them. They're all posted. Yeah, they sell pretty good. I think I've sold a couple just in this month, but the first month I posted them I think was December, and yeah, I sold quite a bit when I first posted them as well. So yeah, always be on the lookout for those repair manuals. Honestly, for anything, manuals for anything. So I've seen people sell those Lego manuals just for assembling the kit, and people end up selling those. Typically they'll sell those like in bulk. There'll just be a big grouping of like Lego creator set repair manuals, or sorry, not repair manuals, assembly manuals, and yeah, they sell. So I never throw away the manuals. I never throw away the sometimes I won't throw away boxes if it's like a nice box. If it's something that's kind of expensive, I won't throw away the box because it's still worth something. Or if I happen to find something within reason, I don't hoard boxes, but if I find an Apple box, definitely keep those. Samsung even. I'll definitely keep those because I never know when I'm going to run across iPhones. I've found just about every iPhone, doing what I do between thrift stores, between even dumpster diving. Obviously, the storage units, you'll find old iPhones because a lot of people, they'll buy the newest iPhone, they'll just throw the other one in their junk drawer, as they call it. They forget about it. So yeah, those are obviously they're always something I keep. Didn't mean to go off topic, but yeah, you get the idea. Alright, Funko Pop stuff. Everyone knows that sells. These are just little pins made by Funko. Not a lot of money, but I got them in a storage unit. Didn't pay that much for them up front. So $4.99 for those. They paid for shipping. Yeah, those are full price. Okay, these lot of two Nintendo DS Lite broken. Neither one of these had the DS cartridges. They wouldn't work. They had them. They just wouldn't. They wouldn't read any of the cartridges. So yeah, like I said, ended up selling them just for parts. They still sold for $24.99. They paid $7.85 for shipping. The Game Boy Advance slot did work. So this was kind of an interesting. This was one of the first issues that I had with a not necessarily return. However, as you might be able to see from the coloring on the screen, but there's a light discoloration between the two corners. I did not put that in the description. So what I did is I actually messaged the guy before I shipped it out and was like, hey, you know, I forgot to put this in. Is this a big deal? And he was like, oh, no problem. He's like, just ship it. You know, ended up giving me a good review. I gave him a good review, and said and done. You never know what people are buying stuff for. So sometimes if you just message them, say, hey, I made a mistake, there you go. You can sit there and make profit off of it either way. Now, obviously, you want to say that as well, because what if they didn't like it? They give you a bad review. You end up, you know, how much is it worth for you, where you sit there and you pay for shipping for it to come back to you, then you have to relist it, and then you might, you know, for me, honestly, like, a lot of things I'll just sit here and just try to either tell them like, hey, keep it. Like, you know, if it's something super expensive, obviously, like, no, but if it's like cheaper or whatever and it was a mistake I made, yeah, keep it, it's fine. I'll refund you the money and you just keep it. Now, that might be not to be the best thing to do. However, I'm not really I don't like confrontation. I don't like, you know, if someone's trying to scam me, yeah, screw you. I'm going to try to get you in any way I can. But honestly, like, for the most part, it's not really worth my time. So, all right. This is a Gore Seam Air Force jacket. This is actually a rain jacket. I'm in the Air Force. I did not mention that. This is my part-time thing. I am a part-time reseller, full-time Air Force, and yeah, this was my old one. I got a new one. I got a better one. So I ended up selling this one. Took a best offer for $35.99, I believe, and paid $8.30 shipping. Ended up fitting it and ended up rolling it up really good and fitting it in one of those priority flat mail padded envelopes. And yeah, save some money on shipping on that one. Oh, yeah, so I see a lot of people, this is kind of just a little thing in between. I see a lot of people wanting to refund people for the extra shipping that they do. And yeah, I get it. Like, that's fine. I'll do it on certain things. Like, if they buy a lot of things, you know, I'm gonna be like, hey, you know, obviously, like, if you buy like a bunch of things, they all fit in one like flat rate box, and you paid $30 for it for all the shipping for all those items, then yeah, I'm probably gonna refund you, you know, some money. However, if it's one item and I save money on the shipping for it, I just feel like that goes into the planning and the, you know, handling time that I'm sitting here taking the time to, you know, make sure that it's, you know, all packaged up and everything. And, you know, if I can save money on doing it by doing it in a good way and everything like that, yeah, I keep that. Now, if it's ridiculous, yeah, I might, you know, but I just make sure I stay with the same rate. You know, I'm not gonna, if they paid for priority, I'm not gonna go put it in a, you know, parcel select ground to save $15, $20 on shipping. No, I'm not gonna do that. But, you know, certain times I'm just like, you know what, like, I was the one that made this happen, so I deserve the shipping. They knew what the shipping was gonna be to begin with. So honestly, I feel like it's a win-win regardless. So another one of these manuals. I have two of these Volkswagen Rabbit manuals. They actually, the other one, it was free shipping. They actually paid for shipping for this one. This is a little bit more of an uncommon one. So, you know, anything Volkswagen, they're typically a little bit more expensive, and they're, you know, sought after a little bit more. Jeep as well. These, okay, so I actually bid on a storage unit that had nothing but these in there. And I got it for $10. This was so it wasn't full. It was actually a 10 by 30 foot storage unit. And in the back, it had 2 full pallets of these things. Just big 50 foot, 60 foot, 30 foot sections of a retired fire hose from the fire departments. People use these for all kinds of stuff. Obviously, they are retired. Some of them have little holes in them. They can't hold water, especially not 400 PSI that they're rated at. A lot of these are double bonded canvas. So they're super, super durable. Very good for crafts, things like that. Some people, I mean, as you can see, I put that they, you know, for boat docks, bumpers, and everything like that, people will wrap the boat docks with a big section of these, and whenever the boat is mooring in, you know, it bumps up against the bumps up against these and doesn't damage the boat or I guess or the dock. So yeah, I have a lot of these. Future video, I'll show you them. They're out in my other detached garage. Yeah, 2 big pallets of these things, and these are the first two and the only ones I've sold. However, I feel like springtime these are really going to blow up. I've seen some comps on eBay, and they seem to be doing pretty good. I need to redo the shipping. I accidentally I already redid the shipping. Actually, I just need to redo how many sections I'm offering. Because not everyone's going to want to buy a 20-foot section. Not everyone's going to want to buy a 40-foot section. The one you see in the picture is kind of a stock photo. It's the one I actually sent to this guy, but it's kind of a stock photo. This is actually like 43 feet that you see. I think it's like 45 actually feet that you see. He bought 2. 2 of the 20-foot sections of the posting. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, I have this 40-foot section. What do you think about, do you want it to be like a one complete 40-foot section or 2 20-foot sections? He said that the 40-foot section would be fine, so I'm assuming he was using it for something that the length would be a lot more easier to work with. So I actually sent him the whole thing. It was like 44, 45 feet. Yeah, I didn't actually have anything to cut them with. I planned on getting the tool. I just was planning on getting like a little cutoff wheel for my DeWalt set. So yeah, I ended up going and buying that tool right after this, but I was just like, I'm just not gonna waste my time. I have so much of this stuff anyway. This was the first guy that I'm doing business with and everything like that. They were a little bit dirty, and I did say that they were dirty, but they were just like, I don't know. I feel like the picture kind of made them look a little cleaner, so I just sent them the whole thing. Ended up paying more for shipping, and this is what I was talking about originally. The $14.38 shipping, as you see there. I don't know why it says economy. Oh, that's because I just changed it. So it was for a large flat rate box. The problem with that is a 20-foot section will fit in a large flat rate box. Whenever I messaged the guy and said, hey, do you want the 40-foot section? Even if I didn't message him, the fact is 2 of those 20-foot sections, I'm going to be, it was 41 pounds, I believe, for the 40-foot section. So even if I cut it up, 2 20s, am I really going to ship 2 flat rate boxes? Because that's what they paid for. He paid for 2, like what the original, the before they changed it, the 14 or 15 large flat rate box fee. So whenever I combined them and I had that 40-foot section, I ended up paying like $40 for shipping. He was like in Utah or something. So I lost $10 on that because the 2 sections of 15 ended up being $30. So I ended up losing that $10 on that. Now, granted, it didn't really dip into my profits too much. I only paid $10 for all of them. The main thing was the work. I had to put a lot of work into getting these back. You're talking several thousand pounds of just these stacked up fire hoses. So yeah, I feel like they're going to be a good seller in the future. As you can see, I have like a volume pricing. If they buy over 2, they get a 5% discount. And he obviously took advantage of that. So yeah. Here we go, just some jeans I found in a storage unit. Men's City Inc. I hadn't really heard of that brand before, but posted them on there. That was like one of the first times I posted. As you can see, super awful background, but it worked. So $12.99, free expedited shipping. So I ended up paying, like $7. I think I ended up just putting it in a poly flat rate padded envelope, and I ended up paying $7.55 for that, and cut into my profits a lot. That you go through this and you learn. So obviously I didn't really think about that whenever I put like free shipping, $12.99. I was thinking that it would be like maybe a first class, but I never weighed it. It was right at a pound. I mean, it might have been 15.5, but once you add the label and the poly bag, it's going to be right there. So yeah. Okay, these, I did not expect these to sell. I did not ever expect myself to list these. These are in terrible condition. Not too bad structurally. They're probably all together. They were just all scuffed up. They were ugly. They were a small men's size. They were yellowed on the inside. They had that musky smell to them from it being in a storage unit. but I posted on there, said exactly everything that was going on. One of the shoestrings was all ruffled up. Had them on there for 20 bucks. You know, $8.75. They paid for shipping. They sent me an offer. I think it was for 16. So I did not waste any time accepting that offer. 16 bucks, $8.75 shipping. So let's go. Let's see this. We got the. I don't know. I bought a couple of these. They were just some for my uniform, just like an undergarment, just to keep you warm and whatnot. I ended up buying the size that was a little bit too big for me, just the way that their sizes go. It just didn't fit right. I didn't feel like it fit right. So I bought 2 of these. I ended up keeping that other one because I still use it, but it's whatever. But this one was brand new, you know, sealed. So I figured might as well post it on eBay, and they paid full price for it. So, all right, this right here got in a storage unit. It was completely sealed. Kind of a weird, maybe I've never seen it. I don't know. It's just a kind of a interesting movie. They paid full price for this. It was $8.99 obviously, and the $2.75 medium mail rate shipping, which if you know y'all don't know what that is, it's just basically anything that is a DVD, a CD, books, vinyl, anything that is a form of media that does not have advertisements in it. That will go for the same rate, medium mail rate. It's slow, but it is very, very cheap. So that's why, you know, a lot of people will make quite a bit of money just selling CDs, just selling DVDs, just selling vinyl, books. Very profitable. I'm the kind of person I like a variety of things. So these Lego Harry Potter little miniature sets. This is a little bit of retail arbitrage. Went to a Walmart clearance section. They were asking, I think it was $1 a piece for these. So as you know, I had 13. I ended up paying 13 bucks for these. They gave me it was a best offer, 26. You'll notice I'm doing best offers a lot. I throw them up there on almost every single item. Almost every single item. I think the only time I don't is if it's like if I'm like really low already and I'm like, yeah, I know what this is worth. I see a lot of comps on this. But sometimes for me, because I'm just, you know, I've only been doing this since December. I've been reselling my whole life, as far back as I can remember. I've always enjoyed it, even when I was in school. But yeah, whenever it comes to eBay, this is kind of a first, you know, for me. And I'm trying to build up my credit, so I'm trying to just push as much product as possible. So I'll put best offer, and it's kind of depending on how I'm feeling for that day. This might change. I mean, y'all might kind of cringe at this, but yeah, just kind of however I'm feeling for that day. Like if I'm just like, you know what, I don't have a lot invested into that. I'd kind of like to have, you know, that rolling in, that money rolling in, and you know, to be able to push more product, because you know, with our subscription, we only have a certain amount of items that we can post, and then I was also early on in the amount of things that I could post overall. You know, because as you know, eBay progresses with how many items they allow you to post, regardless of how much you pay for a subscription. Obviously, they don't want anyone bad on there. They don't want anyone that's going to scam anyone. So, yeah, these I took the best offer for $26.99. Obviously not that much of a difference. They paid for shipping. They paid $10 for the priority mail shipping. I was able to fit it into a flat rate padded poly mailer, so saved $3 on that. Okay, here we go. We got this Star Wars action figure set, Force Link 2.0. So yeah, I bought these at also that Walmart. I think about the same time as I bought the Star Wars ones. Bought these at Walmart on clearance. This figure right here was, I think, $2. No, they were $1.50. I think I had I had 3 of these, and these have sold. I've sold 2 of these, and I have 1 left. And this is the most popular one of all the different action figures that I was able to get for that cheap price. For some reason, people like this one. I thought that the other ones were personally kind of a little bit more cool. They had some ones with what was it, BB-8 character and another droid, and also another female character. So, but that one hasn't sold that well. But yeah, I think I took a best offer on both of them for I think it was $13.99. They actually had me at like $9.99. I was like, no, I'm not taking that because I've seen there's like 8 people watching this at the time. So yeah, I was like, no, I'm not taking, you know, I guess I wasn't feeling it that day. So yeah, I wasn't taking any less than, you know, what I was thinking. So $13.99 they ended up, you know, accepting, and $13.99 they paid for the first class shipping. So oh, here we go. All right, Freedom Foundry shirt. I remember buying this thing. I got it at a Goodwill for $2.79, I think it was. So yeah, I made some profit. Made about $10 after it's all said and done. I was able to ship it first class. Saved a little bit on that shipping price. You know, not a lot, probably like 30-40 cents. So yeah, I'm not a big clothing seller. I do sell clothing, but that's not like my go-to thing. Unless I know, hey, this is a good item. Like this item, you know, it was nice. I liked it a lot for myself even, but I already have quite a few button-down shirts, pearl snap shirts. So this one was a pearl snap, and I'm finding that the pearl snap ones sell a lot faster. People just like it, and also the worn. It's like the washed or worn or I forget. There's another like tattered. There's a couple other words. I forget what it's called. Common terms used with oh man, I can't remember what it is. Anyway, so yeah, people like that kind of stuff. That's just what sells. Yeah. Yep, got these at Walmart too. I paid a little up for these. However, the comps on them were pretty good at the time. I paid $12 for each for 2 of them. Sold both of them. I think yeah, this one might the other one might be coming up as well. But yeah, I sold both of them within the first couple of days of listing these. I got these at a different time for Walmart. I think a different Walmart as well. I think I was in Raleigh whenever I got these. So yeah, sold those. They paid for the first class shipping. It fit into a little box. It did not weigh that much at all. So yeah, ended up getting full price for both of them. Yeah, I bought 3 of these on clearance. These were only like 50 cents. So yeah, I bought all of them. All they had was 3. I would have bought a whole case of them because they sold fast. They, you know, $9.99 for something I paid 50 cents for, and then $3.66 shipping. I think that was the same price. So yeah, so pretty much, you know, after all the fees and everything, make about, you know, $850, $875, something like that. Profit. I mean, another one of those. Like I said, they sell pretty quick. Okay, so this one was in a collection of things I bought. I went to go get on one of the local selling apps. I think it was Facebook Marketplace. I went to go pick up like a bar table for the kitchen. It's just like part of the table has like opens up into like a serving table. So ended up going buying this from the lady. She saw on my Facebook that I like, you know, I'm into reselling and everything, and she's like, oh, well, I have a room that I have been getting together where I was going to sell some stuff. So I went in there. I was like, hey, you know, I'm interested in some of this stuff, and I was like, how much do you want for all of it? And then that was without me going on, you know, going and looking through it all. It was just boxes all together in a corner. I could see an Samsung Galaxy S8 on top that had a cracked screen. I could see a Xbox One game. I could see a bunch of Marvel stuff, a bunch of Nintendo stuff. Some of it brand new in the packaging, just like this one. So she was like, I'll take $100 for it. So I was like, boom, done. I do not. Yes, I went and pulled some money more money out of the ATM. I was like, gave her that, and that one has been super profitable. The Samsung ended up being like $150, $200. Haven't sold it yet. I just posted it the other day. I kind of forgot about it because I had to restore it and everything like that. And yeah, so this sold for $10. They paid for shipping, and yeah, have a bunch of other items that from that sale that are definitely going to make me quite a bit. So, okay, these old cameras, old digital cameras. I don't know why, but people buy them. I've had three now. I've had three now that people have bought, and not the newest of technology, and the quality is not good. I don't get it, but you know what? I sell it. So yeah, 20 bucks. They paid for the first class shipping, and I found this in a storage unit along with another camera that I already sold. Got a little bit more out of that one. That one was like $65, but that one was waterproof. But yeah, 20 bucks. The minimal investment is the same unit I paid like $30 for. So storage units can be pretty profitable. A lot of work though. A lot of work. If you don't have the space, if you don't have the time, you might as well forget about it. Keep to thrifting, keep to garage selling. There's nothing wrong with that. That's super lucrative. But I love going through a storage unit. Pretty much walking into a thrift store, everything's yours. So just go through it all. Figure out what is worth selling, what's worth donating for a tax break, what's worth, what you can just throw away, what you can use for yourself. I find some awesome stuff for around the house. Found some really cool stuff that I like. Okay, this is from a collection of all the storage units that I've been getting. It's just a bunch of old jewelry that's just lower quality, probably buy at JCPenney's, Walmart, places like that. That is just like the lower grade stuff. It's just for, obviously like not everyone can sit there and afford buying diamonds, gold, silver, real stuff, unless it's plated or whatnot. So I just collected all this stuff together and I just weighed it and was like, well, put in the description there was about 5 pounds of. I should have put it actually in the title. I don't know why I did. I could have swore I did though. Anyway, so it's about 5 pounds of this stuff. Posted up for 30. Got an instant offer on it. Declined that offer, which ended up being more than what I accepted for it. So it was like about a week later, I got another offer it was just dead. Like people were looking at it, but no one sent me an offer. But then someone sent me an offer for like $22.99, and they paid for shipping, so I accepted it. Ended up going in ended up shoving it into a bubble mailer, into another bubble mailer, into a first class or priority flat rate bubble mailer. And yeah, got a good review on that and gave them a good review. Or no, sorry, I haven't got a review back from these guys yet. Sorry. So. Okay, also another really bad posting of mine. This is one of the first things that I posted. I went to a thrift store. They had 3 of these and 6 of the tops. Bought them all for $1 or $2, and I posted them on here for $17.99. When it comes to comps, I've seen a little bit cheaper because some of these are light enough to go first class. So I probably need to revise this. However, I have sold this one. Sold it for $17.99, free shipping, and yeah, I ended up paying, because I have to ship it priority because that's what they paid for. So I ended up throwing it into a padded flat rate, and yeah, paying about $7.50 on it. So I make about $10 profit. All around make about it was like $1, $1.50, all around about $8. $7.50, $8 for when it comes to profits. So yeah, it looks like that's it. Like I said, this is my first video. I plan to keep going. Plan to keep on posting, updating things. Showing people certain little tips and tricks on me. I love feedback. If anyone wants to show me some things I'm doing wrong, some tips and tricks, that's awesome. I'm not on here to, it's not a get rich quick thing for me. This is just I'm a people person, and I definitely love the community on here when it comes to reselling, and I hope to meet some people along the way. I hope to meet some like-minded people. I don't have any close friends that are resellers like me, and it's something that I've always wanted some people that I can relate to when it comes to this, and this is what I plan to do when I get out of the military. So we'll see where this goes. Hopefully I can get on here and make some connections as well. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. This is, like I said, it's going to be the first of probably many to come. yeah, and hope you guys have a good one. See you later.